What is up everybody, and welcome back to another Among Us video. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you about the Silver Crewmate in Among Us. So in Among Us, there's actually this Silver Crewmate that has been joining Among Us lobbies, and he has been sparking fear among several players. This Silver Crewmate has the ability to give you his color, which is silver, and will make you do strange things that are out of your control. My friend Bundles was one of his victims, which I didn't know at the time, and I was forced to do something unimaginable. So make sure that you continue watching this video until the very end, because you won't want to miss this. And before we get any further into this video, I do want to mention that 70% of you have not hit that subscribe button, which means that you're missing out on Among Us darkest secrets. So why not solve that issue by hitting the subscribe button with the bell icon turned on? And if you want Among Us to add the silver color, make sure to leave a like down below. But now let's begin with today's story video. So while I was playing Among Us, something strange happened to me. I joined a random lobby and my friend Bundles was in here. He told me he went to sleep an hour ago. What is he doing in this random public lobby? That is so strange. Is someone pretending to be him? But who knows my friends? And it was currently 2 in the morning, so not that many lobbies were active in Among Us, so I was forced to stay. I spawned inside of the brig and I made my way over to do my task. I fixed the showers, but then a sabotage was called, and I saw Orange running away, and I saw White's body. Did Orange just take on my friend? I told the crewmates that it was Orange and they ended up leaving, and we won the game. That was so strange. How does a game know that that's my friend? Or that I know him? Cause I'm still unsure. We ended up playing another game and I was just so confused. I thought my friend went to sleep, and normally Bundles would tell me if he's getting on to play. I ended up finding Purple's body. What is up with me finding them? I let the crewmates know that I swear I just saw someone in the kitchen. I remember seeing someone making a burger. I let the crewmates know that the body was in the viewing deck, but then I didn't realize that Bundles asked me what I was doing here, and I told him, "Is that you?" And he said yes. "How are you in my game? Didn't you go to sleep?" He then told me that he was gonna ask me the same thing, but I don't remember telling Bundles that I was gonna go to bed. I'm a night owl. We ended up skipping, but I was just confused. This is just so strange. But things then became even worse. I checked vitals and I saw that Bundles was dead, and that happened the moment I was checking vitals. This can't be a coincidence. I need to look around the map and I need to find Bundles. And when I entered the armory, a body was reported, and I let the crewmates know that I saw Bundles die in vitals. But something is telling me that Bundles' body was in the armory, but I just got there when Brown was reported. For some reason, I'm starting to sus cyan. I can just feel it. So I told the crewmates, let's vote him out. But the crewmates went with dark blue instead. Since the crewmates didn't want to believe me, I was forced to do my task. That is until I bumped into Cyan in the kitchen, and he took me out, just as I expected. I knew it was him this entire time. My body was then reported, and Bundles told me in the chat, "Weird how you could feel it was him, Chari." And I said, "I don't know." The crewmates ended up voting for the wrong guy, and we lost the game. But what is going on with Bundles? I returned back to the lobby and I was just questioning everything that happened, but then I randomly disconnected. What? I ended up joining another lobby and it was the same one. Didn't I just get disconnected? And Bundles was still in here. As I was walking around for more players to join, Bundles asked me if I crafted the sword yet. What is he talking about? What sword? It was now the beginning of the game and I spawned inside the kitchen, and I made my way over to electrical to do my task. But then a sabotage was called, and I made my way over to go fix it. But that is when yellow ended up taking me out in the engine room, and blue and yellow ended up venting. Bundles then reported a body, which was cyan. Bundles then told me to look inside the engine room. Why is he trying to communicate with me if I'm dead? Bundles then told the crewmates that it's blue and yellow and that he sees everything. And I told the crewmates in the chat, how does he know that? The crewmates didn't listen to him and they ended up voting purple, which led towards both of the imposters winning the game. We were now back in the dropship and I told the crewmates, does Bundles have some sort of power? And Bundles asked me if I crafted the sword yet. What is he talking about? What sword? In this game, I was the imposter, and I honestly didn't know what to do. Bundles was talking about some sort of sword, so I don't know if I should take out the crewmates or if I should go look for it. A meeting was then called by Blue, and Bundles told me to look inside the engine room, and I was just pretending I didn't read his message. And I let the crewmates know that I saw Pink dead and vitals. Luckily, no one suspected me, which gave me the chance to check the engine room. I then looked at the back of one of the engines, and a furnace then appeared on my screen. I had a piece of silver. Maybe Bundles wanted me to smelt this silver into a sword. So I put the silver inside of the furnace, and it stopped melting after the fire went out. I have to look for more. I then decided to take out purple, which completely backfired because Lime was in the front of the ship, and when the body was reported, he told the crewmates that it was me. But then Bundles told me to check inside the vault. I'm gonna keep that in mind, but I need to defend myself. I told the crewmates that I came from engine, and that the door was closed, but Lime continued to suspect me, which led towards me being ejected. I was now a ghost, but I made my way over to the vault, and another furnace appeared on my screen. And this time my piece of iron looked different. It's starting to melt. A body was then reported, and it was Bundles. He then told me, make the sword, Charlie, you're gonna need it. And I told him that I found the 2 furnaces, but he didn't tell me what to do next. It was now the next game, but I didn't know what to do with this piece of iron. I know I have to craft a sword, but how do I do that? For now, I'm gonna focus on my task until Bundles tells me what to do next. Lime's body was then reported, and Bundles told me to look inside the cargo bay. And one of the crewmates let me know that the imposter was Cyan, so I voted for him. The moment I spawned in, I instantly made my way over to the cargo bay. Nothing is gonna stop me from getting there. I don't care if there's a sabotage, I have a mission to do. The furnace ended up appearing in the cargo bay as expected, right next to the safe. I placed my iron inside, and it melted even more. But I'm still unable to craft a sword, which is a #1 priority. Yellow then called a meeting. Black was suspecting Yellow as a second imposter, and Bundles was telling me to look inside the kitchen, which I'm assuming is a location that will have the next furnace. We ended up skipping, and I instantly made my way over to the kitchen, but the lights turned off, but I made sure to turn them on, just to get a better view. The furnace then appeared in the middle of the 2 tables, and I put my iron ingot inside, and it melted even more. Now we're starting to look more like a sword. I left the kitchen and searched for any bodies, since the imposter has been a little busy lately. After some time of talking with the crewmates, we came to the conclusion that it was Pink. So we voted for Pink, and we won the game. But I wonder what Bundles is gonna tell me next. He did tell me that I need to craft the sword for myself, but who exactly do I have to face? He's preparing me for something, but what is it? We were all now back in the lobby, and I still haven't received a response from Bundles on how to craft the sword. Did he just forget about it? Or was this some sort of joke? I spawned inside of the main hall and I saw a green vent, so I made my way over to the meeting room to call a meeting and let the crewmates know what I just witnessed. I let them know that Gare Bear vented, and Bundles told me to look inside the gap room, which is a new location. Gare Bear ended up leaving, which means that there was only one more imposter. But you already know what I have to do next. I have to go to the gap room. So I made my way over to the gap room, and I didn't see anything on top. So I went down the ladders and I saw Bundle standing in the corner. What is he looking at? But then the furnace appeared right in front of me, and I put the silver inside. The silver was now very sharp. I think I'm ready to make a sword. But then Bundles turned around and killed me. He then reported my body and told me in the chat, craft the sword, Chari, and then my game crashed. I then appeared alone in a random room of the airship map, and I was no longer red. I was a Silver Crewmate. Is this what the silver turned me into? A Silver Crewmate? I left the room, and I was now in the main hall. I'm gonna go inside the engine room. An anvil then appeared on my screen. I put the silver onto the anvil. I then crafted myself a sword, which was made out of silver. What am I gonna use this for? I then heard a noise coming from the gap room, so I made my way over there with my sword. I didn't see anything at first until I turned around, and I saw a Silver Crewmate. I then charged at him, and I took him out, and I just stood there and stared at him. I think I finally accomplished what Bundles wanted me to do. I got the work done. I then messaged Bundles and I told him I did what you needed me to do, but I got no response. He must be sleeping. But who was the one that was playing with me if it wasn't Bundles? Who was that? If you would like to know what happened next, let's see if we can get this video to 30,000 likes. I do also want to give a massive shout out to Kitty King for helping me produce this video. If you would like to help out a smaller creator, make sure to go check out his channel and subscribe to him. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more Among Us story videos, make sure that you hit that subscribe button with the bell icon turned on. And check out these other Among Us story videos that I found on my channel.